Let's walk through migrating a simple Apache Kafka Java application to Oracle Database transactional event queues. In this walkthrough, we'll use sample code from the Migrate Kafka to Oracle module, hosted on GitHub, which you can find linked in the video description. If you're not familiar with TxEventQ, it's an event streaming system that functions similar to Apache Kafka, but with a few key differences. TxEventQ is built into Oracle Database and backed by Oracle's table architecture. Message operations in TxEventQ are provided through database transactions, meaning they are atomic and can be combined with database operations like inserts or updates. Now, to migrate a Kafka Java application to Oracle Database, we're going to use the Kafka Java client for Oracle Database Transactional Event Queues, or Okafka. The Okafka project can be found on GitHub and implements Kafka Java APIs for Oracle Database. So when you're using Okafka, it's just like using Kafka clients for Java. Now, let's take this simple Kafka Java application that creates a topic, produces records and consume records, and convert that to use Oracle Database. While this application is simple, it uses all of the main Kafka APIs that a developer would use when they're developing with Apache Kafka. For example, it uses the admin API to create and manage topics. It uses a Kafka producer to write records to a topic, and it uses a Kafka consumer to read those records. Before we migrate it, let's run this sample application to see how it behaves. The application creates a topic, produces 10 records, and then consumes those 10 records. After migration, I would expect the behavior to be the same, except we'll be managing that topic, producing records, consuming records with Oracle Database instead of an Apache Kafka broker. Now let's start the migration. First, I'm going to replace the Kafka clients dependency in my project with the Okafka dependency. And this is including all of those Kafka interfaces that are implemented to use TxEventQ in Oracle Database. Next, I'll move into my sample application and replace any concrete implementations of Kafka clients interfaces with Okafka implementations. First, I'll switch the admin client, which we use to create and manage topics, from the org.apache.kafka clients admin to the org.oracle.okafka clients admin. So now when I create and manage topics, I'm instead talking to Oracle Database using a database connection. Let's also change our Kafka producer and our Kafka consumer from Apache Kafka to Oracle's Okafka implementations. Let's change the producer over. Note that the only thing changing here is the import path for those concrete implementations of Apache Kafka interfaces. We're almost done with our migration. I just need to change my connection properties to use Oracle Database instead of Apache Kafka. Currently, my properties are set up to use a local Apache Kafka container that I have running on my laptop on port 9092. Let's replace this connection properties method with Oracle Database specific version. Now, instead of connecting to that Kafka broker, I'm connecting to my Oracle Database container that's running on port 1521. Because it's a local database, I'm using the plain text security protocol, although Okafka also supports TLS and MTLS if you're running a database with Oracle Wallet. I'm going to connect to the free PDB1 database service name, as this is the default PDB with the Oracle Database free container. We'll also point the oracle.net.tns admin property at a directory containing our ojdbc.properties file with the database username and password. This directory would also contain an Oracle Database wallet if you're using a wallet for database connections. Now that we're done migrating the application, we can run it, and we expect to see the same behavior where we try to create a topic, we produce messages, and we consume messages. In fact, there should be no difference in application behavior now that we're using Oracle Database instead of Apache Kafka. Let's run our application and see what happens. So we create our topic, we send our messages, and we consume those messages, displaying exactly the same behavior as if we were using Apache Kafka. The only difference is we're using Oracle Database transactional event queues. For this demo, I use an Oracle Database free container with Oracle Database Transactional Event Queues, and the Okafka library. All of these samples are available on GitHub, and you can find them linked in the description. Thanks for watching.